this Dodger team is about to get a whole lot better as they are now going after a player that could absolutely change everything. Also, I'm going to talk to you about how this player is taking a similar path that one of our star players took just last year. Hey, this is Mike Nelson of Dodgers Digest. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the 10% of you who are watching these videos who have already subscribed. 89% of you have not jumped on the program yet. Like my partner Brad J was talking about earlier today, you know, if you have some commitment issues, you got to commit to Dodgers Digest. You know, we are Dodger Blue here. I want to thank almost 3,000, over 3,000 who have already hit the sub button. So you don't want to miss out. We're the best Dodger channel out there. Let's get right into it. Of course, we now have some pretty big news. Roki Sasaki. Roki Sasaki looks to be going to the Dodgers. That's right. Ken Rosenthal. Almost everyone in the industry is reporting that, you know, everybody in the industry believes, according to Ken Rosenthal, that the Dodgers are heavy favorites. That's right. Heavy favorites to sign Roki Sasaki. This would, of course, now be back-to-back years that the Dodgers sign a pitcher from Japan. Yoshinobu Yamamoto just signed with the Dodgers last year. Sasaki would be following Yamamoto and joining, you know, one of the best teams in baseball, if not the best ever, right? One of the best teams ever. That's right. And we are the best right now in baseball as we are world champions. So this is big news. Sasaki could come to the Dodgers to really, you know, help out the pitching rotation, as we know, that has a lot of question marks. There's a lot of question marks for the pitching rotation. You don't know how healthy Ohtani is going to be for the start of 2025. You don't know the health of Tyler Glasnow. Clayton Kershaw is up in the air. Jack Flaherty, Walker Buehler are free agents. There's a lot of question marks with the pitching rotation. So Sasaki could be one of those, you know, number 2, number 3 starters to complement Yamamoto, as we know, who's going to be, you know, the ace along with Glasnow. I mean, Yamamoto has to be the ace, right? I mean, he literally won the World Series for the Dodgers, right? Just remember that. I mean, not like anybody's forgetting that anytime soon, but I mean, this is absolutely big news. I wanted to go quickly over his stats. You know, the stats don't jump off the page. If you're looking at the stats, you know, 10-5 last year. Before that, 7-4. But you know what I think really separates Sasaki is, you know, the fastball, right? 102 miles an hour is what he's reported to throw, you know, out with the Marines and the NPB. But because of his age, this is an article from Yardbarker talking about how he has multiple options. You know, he's young enough to remain in Japan, or he could be, you know, sent to baseball. But he's not going to sign the type of contract that Yamamoto or Ohtani, of course, just got. It's going to look more like the deal Ohtani got, you know, with the Angels, right? Remember a few years back? Well, it's been about 5-6 years, not kind of a long time ago if you're counting time, but Ohtani got a kind of an economical deal when he first went to the Angels, and that's the kind of deal Sasaki is going to get, right? He's going to be classified as an amateur. It's going to top off at around $7.56 million. He's going to receive a signing bonus of $11 million, it's looking like, which is, come on, that is money for the Dodgers, right? That is more than affordable for this team. The Dodgers got to do it. Comment below. What do you think? Should the Dodgers go all out to get Sasaki? I really think they should. I think, you know, with the way the pitching rotation is currently set up, there's too many question marks. Do you really want to bring back Jack Flaherty? I personally would not bring him back. I would let him walk. And if you have the opportunity to get Sasaki, got to go for it. You got to go for Roki Sasaki. The guy is a young pitcher. Sure, he's not going to be a game changer probably in his first year. I mean, Yamamoto for a bit wasn't looking like that game changer, but in the end, he ended up being the game changer, right? So Sasaki could have a similar path as Yamamoto. And also, there's a lot of, you know, this is from earlier today, also from Yardbarker, originally posted on Dodger Blue. Roki Sasaki declines a contract offer from the Marines out in Japan. So that's big news, right? Doesn't look like he wants to stay there long term. His ultimate goal is to go to the major leagues. And another similar path that, you know, Yamamoto took that Sasaki is probably going to take is, well, he's receiving guidance from Joel Wolf. Agent Joe Wolf helped negotiate the record-setting contract between Yamamoto and the Dodgers last December. So if Wolf is working on this deal, Wolf, as we know, worked well with the Dodgers just recently, just less than a year ago, getting Yamamoto to come to the Dodgers. This is important, right? This is exactly the kind of contract, the kind of guys that we need working on this sort of deal, because the Dodgers are in the midst, as we know, of trying to get Sasaki, right? I mean, with all the reports now indicating that they are favorites to get Sasaki, you know that they are probably already in contact with Wolf, right? If Wolf is in contact with Sasaki, giving him guidance, the Dodgers are probably already in contact with him as well to try to figure out the exact details that his client would want to, of course, come to the Dodgers. The Dodgers are World Series champions. I think that makes things a lot easier when, trying to negotiate contracts and trying to sell the team. The Dodgers are one of the greatest baseball teams of all time. They are up there as one of the premier franchises, and that's why, again and again, the Dodgers were able to convince these star players to, come to the Dodgers, right? I mean, that's exactly what the Dodgers are all about. And Sasaki, he's a winner, right? This guy wants to win. He wants to win just as badly as so many young players, and he wants to prove himself in the major leagues. And I think it would be a great, opportunity for him. It'd be a great situation, right, with Yamamoto and Ohtani as his teammates to kind of help him transition into the United States. As we know, it's difficult to move to a new country for a job because, face it, that's what these guys are doing. These guys, when they move to the United States to play baseball, they're relocating for a job. For us, when we relocate, like I've done before, relocating for a job, it's difficult, right? It's difficult to learn the new culture, to learn the language, to learn just the food, just the everything, right? And Sasaki, if he comes to the Dodgers, he's going to have a couple friends that can help him out, that speak Japanese, and Yamamoto and Ohtani. And I think it's a great situation. Comment below. What do you think? Are the Dodgers really going to, just kind of bring out the same team that won the World Series? I don't think so. Despite the Dodgers winning the World Series, there was definitely weaknesses in the Dodgers game. There's no doubt about it, right? Looking at it objectively, like I think I should, that's what you deserve as a viewer. There was definitely weaknesses in the Dodgers, game, especially when it comes to pitching. And I think signing Sasaki could help kind of mend that and really help them, propel them, hopefully, to a back-to-back World Series. Remember, subscribe, and let's go Dodgers.